Meanwhile, Malacanang is optimistic of a faster economic growth in the last 3 quarters of 2015. Communications Secretary Sonny Coloma says further analysis of components of the GDP provides sufficient room for optimism on faster growth in the remaining months of the year. Rocky Ignacio reports.
Malacanang assures a stable Philippine economy after attaining the 5.2% GDP growth in the first quarter of 2015.
For the first quarter of 2015, it was reported by the Philippine Statistics Authority that the economy grew by 5.2%. Despite this lower than expected result, further analysis of the components of GDP provides sufficient room for optimism on growth in the next 3 quarters. Of the total GDP pie, the private sector accounts for approximately 88%, while government accounts for 12%.
Despite a slower GDP growth from the 6.6% GDP growth in the fourth quarter of 2014, Coloma says the country maintains its stronger economic fundamentals and high business confidence due to reforms.
So the area for improvement is something that is well within the capacity of government to improve upon. And as I pointed out, while we achieved a 5% growth in the third quarter of 2014, there was an immediate improvement in the following quarter, which enabled us to achieve a year-round growth of more than 6% and attain the 6.3% average. So pinapaliwanag lang po natin dito na bagamat mas mababa yung natamong GDP growth for the first quarter, reasonable pa rin po na manatili yung ating kumpiyansa na matatamo yung year-round target. The lower end BC target is 7%. At kaya tayo merong ganyang kumpiyansa, yun namang area of improvement ay nasa pangangasiwa mismo ng pamahalaan. Meron tayong pondo. We have implemented the budgetary reforms.
But the Aquino administration is not slowing down to implement measures attaining government's target of more economic gains. President Aquino orders the DPWH and other government agencies to accelerate the implementation of vital infrastructure projects.
The President has directed the Department of Public Works and Highways, the Department of Transportation and Communications, the Department of Education, the Department of Agriculture, and all other departments to accelerate the implementation of vital public infrastructure projects. Among these agencies, it is noteworthy that the DPWH has posted the highest utilization rate of obligated appropriations. Last 30 March, the President issued Administrative Order number 46, key institutional areas of improvement that were noted in the Department of Budget and Management's year-end 2014 disbursement report, specifically on planning and program project design, procurement, and program project implementation bottlenecks.
Coloma says a significant contributory factor to slower growth is the decline in public construction spending due to delays in actual disbursement of funds that are actually happened at the start of the year.
Among the specific directives in A6 are the implementation of prompt budget execution measures, the enhancement of procurement efficiency, and the establishment of a full-time delivery unit headed by an undersecretary and fully staffed to ensure effective program and project implementation.
But Malacanang is confident to attain government's target of 7 to 8% economic growth this year.
The President acknowledges the business community's continued confidence in the economy and support for the administration's good governance program. He assures the citizenry that will exert intensive efforts to bring about the full fruition of reform and development programs that promote greater inclusion and sustainable long-term progress.
For the People's Television, Rocky Ignacio.